I have nothing to say.
And you know you got some shit to say. Just get it off your chest.
You're right.
Exactly.
No, I want to be stupid today.
Oh, so this should be like a regular day for you.
Why do you have to like... So I don't really have many expectations going into the project because I really don't know what I go to Lil Pump for. I know what you're supposed to go to him for. And I do admit, songs like Esskeetit have got the blood flowing. Not really. But I listen to Lil Pump because it's the one area or moment or artist I can go to where I don't have to think. So if I end up thinking at any point in this video, it might be failing. Harvard and Dropout is spelled wrong. Maybe we're just the dumb ones because clearly he's the one that decided Harvard's education wasn't good enough for him, so he had to drop out. Let's just give it a spin. Track number 1 is called Dropout.
Dropped out, then I put a paddock on my wrist. Ooh, dropped out for my teacher cause she ain't shit. Dropped out, then I got rich. Chill. Dropped out, then I put a paddock on my wrist. Out at the 10th grader. Chill. Why? Chicks a bitch when I got paid.
That's the problem. You dropped out at 10th grade. Like that's.
With ice. Teacher mad at me cause she knew I was right. Chill.
You know, I could see this playing at a prom for white kids on drugs. Track number 2 is nut. Don't tell me nut is gonna be a hook. Oh, don't do that. He really did it. Oh. I think the thing that has me most surprised about this project is just how many ways it could shock me. Not necessarily that like the quality of it is so crazy, because he literally resorted to not even being able to form words and just being able to make like caveman noises like yeah. He said he learned how to sell crack before he learned to read a book. Not only do I not believe that, but even if I did believe it, why are you bragging about that? The next track I've already heard, Kanye West and Lil Pump. I love it. Music video was extremely weird. I don't actually mind the groove for that song, but of course the song itself is whack. The next track is Own featuring Smokepurpp.
We drug addicts.
Why?
My classroom, ask my teacher, what the neck do? Smoke a whole pound to the face of the stoop. I don't need school, I pop beans, I don't eat food. Bitch, give me time. Perk getting money like a Jew. Chop on me, get smoked like a Jew. Ooh, ooh.
Oh, no, shut up. You did not say get smoked like a Jew. You can't be a degenerate and be insensitive to the Holocaust. The fuck, Lil Pumpernickel. Lilium. That beats fire though. I wasn't joining the joke just now. I'm not advocating for Holocaust jokes. Look, listen. It sounds like some Shaq Fu if you like threw it into a pinball game. It sounds like some Shaq Fu and like some really old style, really minimalistic video game instrumental and just a bunch of fucking bass on it. You said you dropped out. For everything that I've heard from Smokepurpp, this is the one verse where he actually had some energy. The track had a lot of momentum to it already. Lil Pump had already given it its design. Smokepurpp is kind of like a deeper version, a deeper voiced Lil Pump to some degree, at least when they're featured on the same track. So I didn't mind his contribution really at all. I actually would have preferred it go on a little bit longer, but I'll come back and listen to this song, excluding the Jewish jokes. Next track is Fasho that features Offset. We told Lil Pump it was a good idea for him to rap over a piano. Stop. The fuck is wrong with y'all, man? One thing this thing has going for it is the fact that some of these songs do get their point across and then get out. I like that I don't have to sit there and listen to it for too long, because some of it, you know, I think he's aware of how redundant his subject matter is, how redundant he as an artist is, and how non-essential he is to the rap game. But I do like that those songs get out of the way quick, because they do have subject matter that are very reminiscent of one another. However, I felt like I was supposed to like that track more than I actually did, so I'm definitely going to come back to it to see if I like it later. but I just feel like the beat was really overbearing, and maybe his voice is just a little too, maybe his voice isn't deep enough or has enough weight to it to match the volume of the beat to a degree. I just felt like he was taking a back seat to it, and I was listening to the instrumental more than him. So maybe that was my only complaint about that track. I've already heard Butterfly Doors also. Wasn't a big fan of that song. It was pretty average Lil Pump track, nothing crazy like most of the projects so far. But next we've got Too Much Ice featuring Quavo. Okay. Where Quavo at? I regret asking for Quavo. Didn't Quavo have on that one track on that one album that he released that one year, talking about he was a big bro to the rap game, but on this track you're rapping context-wise the same way as Lil Pump. How are you big bro in a game that you're in? The fuck are you talking about? I don't know. The beat for that track probably tried to make it intense. I don't think so. That didn't do anything for me at all. Like, that was just like, it's like he's fucking screaming in my ear that time, and it didn't feel like energy. It just felt like yeah. Next track is Multi-Millionaire featuring Lil Uzi. I love you, Uzi. Not really, but I don't want you to retire.
Ooh, what's up, Millionaire? What's up, Millionaire? Ooh, what's up, Millionaire?
This instrumental is nice.
Took 30 bands out to buy some pipes. Baby mama off a Tesla and she sniffing.
That's what I like. Multi-Millionaire down in the air. I don't have one, but if I did, I'd be putting it in the air. Oh my God, it's Wayne. As a track, I think that thing was cool. I like Pump. Be quiet. Lil Uzi started off with throat cancer, then turned into Lil Wayne, and then turned back into himself. I don't really think he had enough time to really get in there to make his feature memorable. And that's how I feel about a lot of the features so far on this project. Offset, Quavo, fucking Smokepurpp, and Uzi. None of them have had very standout features. Maybe because the length of the songs don't really allow for a standout feature. So that might be a negative for this project when it comes to toting so many of them. But yeah, the track by itself, I don't mind. But I didn't need Throat Cancer Uzi followed by Lil Wayne Uzi followed by the actual Uzi in 45 seconds. Next track is Vroom, Vroom, Vroom. Don't do that.
Flash up to these, flash out of the roof. Road school. She gon' fuck on the boom. I got so much guns on me.
I'm so fucking tired of these rappers wasting good producers' time. Ronnie J could be working with somebody like Joey Badass. He could be working with somebody like fucking Puya right now. He could be working with better artists who bring more to the table, and you waste his production saying vroom, 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 vroom for the fucking hook. Next track is Be Like Me featuring Lil Wayne.
Bust down big chains and dress fancy. Ooh,
you didn't start that though.
Everybody wanna be like me. Everybody wanna be like me. Everybody wanna be like Ye. Everybody wanna go and smash Kim K. Ooh, yeah. You can talk shit about me. Y'all my enemies, but the kid is not my son. Shout out Billie Jean. Follow my lead. Damn 16. My pocket's stuffed in a man is catfish and he a copycat. Fuck did I keep it 100? Boy, I talk my shit, then wipe my shit with hundreds. You can't stand like me.
Oh my God. Wayne absolutely demolished his verse, and I liked it because he's got the right to kind of say it, dependent on the premise that Wayne and Ye have influenced the entire culture that we see right now. Pump, to me, while he is speaking truth to the degree that people do look up to him, young kids do look up to him, it isn't for good reason, you know what I mean? Like, they're looking to you good, you know, that you're making money, good that you're successful, but if you're rationally talking to a kid, would they really want to be a millionaire that can't read? Would you? I don't know. That's a genuine question. Would you rather be a millionaire? Would you just not have the ability to read? I would assume if you can't read, you can't count. Can't really have Wayne on a track and talk about how people want to be like you, like while he's right next door to you. Next track is Stripper Name featuring 2 Chainz and YG.
Round 488 Rari. Sipping on drink while I'm on a jet ski. I know the bitch, but I know her stripper name. I don't know the bitch, but I know her stripper name. Boom boom. Noses from the room when I do what I do. Zoom shaka like a zoom, shaka like a zoom. Do so I don't do with a bot. Swallow the pride. swallow this
What?
knot. She get flued out, what the cash out. Got a manicure to play with the click.
I want more of them. I'm not saying I want less of Pump. And the song is already 3 minutes. Maybe the hook was a little too long. Maybe it's a little obnoxious and it just draws me out of their feature that they just gave. Or maybe someone else should be doing more of the hooks on this project. But I don't really feel like everything hook-wise needs to be done by Lil Pump himself. I'm not feeling that. As far as YG is concerned, I think the verse fits the song, 2 Chainz as well. But having artists like this, I want to see more of them. These aren't artists that I want a 30-second feature from. Just being honest. I think the beat is kind of creative, honestly. Next track is Drug Addicts. This was the Charlie Sheen music video, I believe. And I did remember hearing this one. I'm going to listen to it again just to refresh my memory. Also, the next track on there is Esskeetit. Heard that a billion times. What is with you and your grandma? I missed the track. Number 7 was Off-White. I should have skipped it.
I'm dyslexic, but they wrote. Yeah, I'm whipping up.
Oh, well, he said he's dyslexic. That's why he can't read. But it's like he's proud. Last track on this project is called Who Dat?
Gucci shirt, Gucci shoes, leather ball, man, whipping up, dope, sell it in the hallway. Whip it.
Is he emulating Gucci Mane? I'm like 90% sure some of this dude's subject matter is made just to make people who have their morality or their supposed morality, what is subjective to them, in check. I think he does some of that just to make them mad, because there's no way you're talking about purposefully not paying your taxes and you think that's good, or purposely not being able to read and you think that's okay, or your grandma holding the fucking crack that you sell at 11 and you think that's okay. I'm sure you don't really think that, and I'm sure you know it's gonna get a reaction from people, so I don't really think he's authentic with that, you know, which is good, hopefully. God, I hope I'm right. I was disappointed a little bit, only because I wanted to have nothing but kind of fun listening to this project, and even in doing so, I felt that the features that he tried to add to the project, to add to his listenability, if that's a word, I didn't feel like they really added much because of how small and short these songs actually are. You can't really capitalize off of the features that you're toting. At the same time, some of the songs being short works to their benefit. It's few and far between though, because a lot of the track list is forgettable, even with the addition of a feature. Some of it is very simple production that relies more so off of a very heavy bass line, which Lil Pump has been doing pretty successfully over the past couple months with his music. But some of the more melodic tunes like, you know, Gucci Gang didn't really have that or require it. Esskeetit was a track that kind of blew up off of that because of the heavy bass line that wasn't, I won't say experimented with by Pump, but it was really, we didn't have a project full of that, you know what I mean? Here it feels like he said, I want to make a project full of bangers and I want to throw things at a wall until something sticks. And the formula clearly isn't that hard because he's kind of regurgitating it over and over. Subject matter wise, as far as content is concerned, wasn't expecting anything from this project. Wasn't really disappointed there. Another thing kind of against this project is close to half of it was already released, and as much as he made people wait, you know, I believe this was supposed to come out sometime September 2018, then it had another date set for it that was missed, and now here we are at February, and I just don't feel like the wait was really worth it. I'm not asking for a change in content from Lil Pump. I guess I'm asking more for a refined version of the fun shit that he's been releasing, because here it just feels sloppy. It doesn't feel like an attempt at anything bigger or better than what he's already released. Like I said, I'm not expecting content or this, you know, theme from Pump. You know, obviously the guy who can't read and is proud of it, I wouldn't expect much from intellectually, but I don't see a problem with him refining the style that he has, and here it just feels like he made something and threw it together. That's how I feel about this project. It's pretty sloppily put together. The features don't really add much to it, although I enjoy them. They're not here long enough. The tracks that are good, they're too short, but I understand why the track listing is short, because he doesn't have much content to work with. So that's just how I feel about it. Lil Pump, Harvard Dropout. Thanks for watching. I'll see y'all in the next one. Let me know how you felt about this project in the comment section down below, and I'm out. Peace.